Something had just caused them some concern, but the red light appears and now they're ready. Should catch them here. Off they go. Straight out the back is Bel My Pago with Moshart as well, and Nelson's Flight came out running. Massimo also jumped the gun very quickly. He's up there in the firing line. Likewise, Pinsun. Black Ducati's going to settle just in behind those, however. Joined over on the inside by Megazone, a length Mrs. Brown's Boy, sitting 3 deep for the moment as Luke's Goal kicks up in the centre from Rosa's Shadow, who's hugging the rail. Further back a length off them is My Greek Boy, Moshart, Bel My Pago, Giraffe, and the tail end is Creed. Along past the 800 they go to the side of the course. Nelson's Flight out rolling by more than a length over Massimo. A length and a half to Megazone, who's over on the inside occupying third spot, being covered by Pinsun. A little more than a length to Black Ducati, who's getting a great trip behind them just off the pace. Mrs. Brown's Boy forced to cover additional ground. Over on the fence, Rosa's Shadow. Luke's Goal has come out 4 deep, trying to be put into the race. Moshart is still well off them. Likewise, Giraffe into the home straight. Nelson's Flight led. Massimo challenging. A length and a half away. Here comes Black Ducati. It's starting to hit overdrive with Pinsun. Luke's Gold is coming down the outside. He's got the whip on Massimo. Black Ducati now being asked the big question, and Luke's Gold is coming, but it's Massimo fighting. He's digging in tooth and nail as Luke's Gold comes. Luke's Gold dived at him and grabbed him. Luke's Gold has nailed Massimo. Black Ducati ran third. Moshart finished strongly into fourth place. Behind them, Giraffe, Creed from last, a big effort. Then Pinsun, Bel My Pago, Mrs. Brown's Boy. Nelson's Flight weakened. Megazone was next home, and the last two in, they included Rosa's Shadow and also My Greek Boy. Luke's Gold wins again here in the metropolitan area for Chris Nicol. Number 12, the Albany visitor Luke's Gold. A winner at Ascot just 2 starts ago at 1400. And certainly had enough excuses last time out, and a very good ride there. He put him into the race exactly at the right time to get momentum, and it just kept building as Massimo reached the lead in the straight, fought off Black Ducati, who couldn't get past him. Moshart was well off them, but running on over the final stages. But it was Luke's Gold who was just simply too good for them here. The 7-year-old, the Fath Gilding from I'm Gifted, trained by Roy Rogers, and ridden by Chris Nicol for owners G. Haggerty and R. Edwards, R. Rustian and D.K. Mack. And that's his 10th win now from 49, Luke's Gold. More than useful money spinner here for the stable, scoring a long neck, 3/4 second and third, 1:23.54 the time, 35.26 the last 600 there of that race. Well, Massimo loomed and looked as though he may have done enough there after shaking off Black Ducati, who cruised to Massimo, and as soon as he took it off the bridle, it was in some trouble, Black Ducati, but Luke's Gold was the one, and he just kept on coming very strongly over that last 100 to pick up Massimo. Massimo by Sessions from highest, certainly with his hoof well and truly on the till now. For Adam Durant, William Pike, Black Ducatis by Blackfriars out of Miss Ducati, Michael Lane and Chris Parnham. And nothing wrong with the run of Moshart after getting well back in the field also. That brings us to race 8 at 4:15, final of the Sky Racing TV Provincial Championship Series. 17, 18, 19 are the scratchings. A big lineup, 16 to do battle in the next on the card. 7, 10, 6 and 4, Power of St George. It seems to be a universal selection. The 3-year-old to beat, number 10, Be Quick, 6, Peppy Jack and 4, Skin and Tins. Let's go back to Brittany Taylor, who's about to catch up with some of the successful connections of Luke's Gold, who makes its return with Chris Nicol in the saddle.
Thank you very much, Darren, and that marks Chris Nicol's first Belmont winner as well. So exciting for Chris, who has done a wonderful job on this horse at its last few starts. And Roy, he's been so consistent in 66 plus grade at his, well, for months now. And today he's able to go up in class and produce the same sort of run and win.
Yeah, no, he's been really good, Brett. I've got to give a big thank you to Vaughan Sigley. He passed this horse on to me and he told me to bring him to Belmont. He said he'd win 72 plus races. So Vaughan's a really good judge and a really good friend, and I really owe a lot to him for letting me have this horse.
The family is known to produce horses that can be quite hot. Is he relaxing into the Albany surrounds quite nicely?
Yeah, he's got a lot of attitude, but he brings it to the races, so you don't mind putting up with it.
Confidence levels high today coming
Yes,
into a race like
yeah,
this?
for sure, Britt. All the owners have had a really good go at him. I said he's well over the odds. I sent him a little video just before the race and said make sure you get on, so I think the boys will be very happy.
We should have been speaking to you before the race, not just after the race, so that's great for the connections.
Emery to have a bet, so...
Well, and unfortunately he didn't pass the information on, but no, it was a wonderful performance today. As you saw them rounding for home, what was going through your mind?
Yeah, I just said to Chris, we had a little plan before the race, and he drew a nice gate, and I said just ride him a little bit colder today and come down the middle of the track. I said don't panic. If you get a little bit held up, don't panic. If he gets a clear crack at him at the top of the straight, he'll win.
7 days too. This is the second time you've backed him up off 7 days, and he's put in an absolute perler from behind. Is that the key? Is he a horse that you think likes to butter up?
Yeah, he's such a little fatty, and he does so well. So we were able to give him a really good hard gallop on Wednesday after the barriers came out, because I didn't want to gallop him Tuesday and then if we didn't come because of some unforeseen reason. But we give him a nice gallop on the grass Wednesday, and he's eaten everything up. And then just quiet for 2 or 3 days, and he's travelled up beautiful and got the job done.
Clearly handles plenty of work. Lickety Split in the next. What are your expectations?
Yeah, I think Lickety Split can run a really cheeky race. There's a couple of really handy horses in there, so hence the price. But yeah, he's not without a chance.
We've asked you at least this time, and you've given us a reasonable push. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Brittany.
Luke's Gold victorious there. Roy Rogers, the winning trainer. Chris Nicol riding his first Belmont victory, and sounds like those owners will be very, very happy, because Roy Rogers indicated plenty of confidence before the race about Luke's Gold taking out this race. The next one is the feature, the $100,000 Sky Racing TV Provincial Championship Series final. We'll be back with that, but for now, it's off to a break on Sky Thoroughbred Central.